in my laundry room, and behind the door is this desk. I decided for Christmas we're going to use it as the wrapping station. What if I have everything out that the family needs to wrap, including the kids, have it all laid out here. All they have to do is go ahead and go and grab what they need and put their gifts together. So all my wrapping paper is right here behind the door. Here we have scissors and tape. I have more tape and a closet. So there's 2 rolls in there, and then this elf thing that cuts the wrapping paper, you slide it on and you're able to cut your wrapping paper. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I have that. Here is all the boxes and some bags. I don't have a whole lot of bags, but a lot of boxes. There's some bags in here, like back here. There's some bags right here, and they can wrap them or not wrap them. They're beautifully covered, so either way. Here I have all our Christmas cards, which I'll be using today, and some leftover cards from last year from Costco. They were so pretty. There's lots of holiday cards that they can use. And then here we have some little jewelry gift boxes and ribbons and like gift card holders all in here, so they can tie off their gifts. And then back here is mostly for me, it's all the goodie bags and treat bags. But if they want to use any of these cellophane bags for their friends, they can. But I have lots of boxes for treats and cupcakes and all the things. So, and lots of treat bags back here, like we'll do for neighbor gifts. But we have lots of things for treats. And then here is the bag with all the bows. This year from Hobby Lobby, I grabbed the gold bows, and then tags. Lots and lots of tags. So far, so good. I'm liking this. I'm excited. I really hope this works out. And then they can either wrap in here in the laundry room. They could shut the door. They could wrap on the washer and dryer. Just to make it a little more secretive. They don't have to take everything out. So I really hope this works. Let me know, how do you organize all your Christmas wrapping and things? I would love to know. So now I'm working on the holiday baking. This is my holiday planner. It's just a binder. I keep all the recipes for Christmas in here, and a lot of them are the repeats from Thanksgiving, but I want their own binder. So all the desserts and everything are in here. And then someone asked a question of, I remember you having these sheets in your planner. Where'd you get them? They are from A Bowl Full of Lemons. I bought them off her site. So there are, you know, things to keep track of decorations, gift giving, and things like that. But if you get the 2022 She's in Her Apron planner, you will get the holiday pages in them. All right, I'm gonna start baking. I'm gonna do Christmas crack. As soon as my order from Instacart comes in, we'll do Christmas crack. And then we are going to do the Italian Christmas cookies right now, and Laura Fatale's M&M cookies. So good. So this is what I am working on today. Here is my Smith's Instacart order. So I started unbagging the Instacart order. Look how the pretzels came. Ripped open. Okay, he couldn't have bought it like this. What? I'm so mad. So I'm not going to be able to make the Christmas crack. I'm not using this bag. I don't know what happened, what was going on with that. So I'm tossing that. I asked for a refund. So now today I'm not going to be able to make the Christmas crack. Hopefully they refund me. This is going in the trash. I don't trust this. Alright, well, I made a new order. I ordered 2 bags of it. The checks were on sale. I have 1 corn Chex in my food storage room, so I ordered another rice and another corn so we can make a lot and give it as gifts. So I ordered another jalapeno, and I better figure out how to use that. I don't know if the cranberry salsa, oh gosh, I'm so upset about that. I don't like when food goes to waste. And a gallon milk and the white chocolate chips. So when the other order comes in, I'll show it to you. Oh, and bananas and green peppers. So we are having shrimp fajitas for dinner tonight. I already have the other colored peppers in my refrigerator, so we're good to go. So I'll just get going on baking while the other order comes in. Okay, I'm gonna make the Italian Christmas cookies in the Bosh. I am going to triple this batch of Italian Christmas cookies. and there's a good chance I'll be making more again closer to Christmas. They're that good. We have a party to go to. I do want to give them out as gifts as well. I want to make the 3 batches, the lemon, and then a batch with just the anise, because there's only a few of us that like the anise. So here I go. I'm going to share with you right now a clip. I shortened my Italian Christmas cookie video. I'll have it linked below for you. It's really fun to look back and see Shaylee as a baby and us in the original She's in Her Apron house. But I shortened the clip for you, so here is how you make them. Watch while I make. Cookie recipe, you will need 6 eggs, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup melted shortening. You'll need 4 cups flour, 3 tablespoons of lemon extract, or if you like anise, you can put anise in it. I grew up with anise and lemon and I love both. 2 tablespoons of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Okay, I mixed the eggs, the sugar, the shortening, and the extract all together. It smells insanely good. I'm gonna add the baking powder, and then I'm gonna start stirring and adding the flour in there. I'm gonna give it my pinch of salt right now. If dough seems too sticky, add a little bit more flour. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a little sticky, but pretty much to where I like it. Oh, I'm just gonna maybe add just a little bit more flour. Perfect. Okay, as you see, I am just rolling my dough into balls, but I'm gonna show you how my mom does it. It's just tradition. She ties them in like these bows. I just make them fast like this, but my mom still does them in bows, and we do a cookie swap every other year, and I'll show you what I'm going to be mailing these in. And we just started a tradition with this maybe 5, 6 years ago. We give each other the cookies in this beautiful box, and I'll show you that later. I'm going to stick them in an oven for 400 degrees for about 7 minutes. I'm going to check them like at 5 minutes, and I'm going to look at the bottoms. I want to see how the bottoms are cooking. If they're getting too dark, they're done. I checked them at 5 and they needed more time. And 2, it could be this cooking tray. This is perfect. See that goldeny? That's perfect. Okay, for the frosting, you're gonna need some powdered sugar. And I don't measure this because it's really off by sight. I'm gonna add just a capful of the lemon extract. And then some milk, just a little. I don't want the icing too thin. So I'm just gonna mix and see what I get. I've made this before where the icing was way too thin and it was way too runny for the cookie. Now this is a little bit of frosting, but this is what I'm gonna show you for right now. And then I'll go back and frost them all. I dip them like this, let them drip a little, and stick them on the sheet. And then I hurry and hit them with the sprinkles because this will harden quickly. So I go like that. So here I have the cookies on the cookie sheet. They're just sprinkled. So now I'm just gonna let them sit and harden before I pack them up. Okay, this is what triple the size looks like of the dough. So now I'm just gonna roll them into balls and get them cooking in a 400-degree oven for 7 minutes, but I always check the bottoms because sometimes the bottoms will cook faster, so I keep an eye on it. But I'm so excited to get the house smelling like these cookies. Okay, the cookies are done. They came out a little weird, like really oily. I don't know if I put too much, if I counted too much lemon extract. I could have, but they look good. They taste great. So I've got 3 batches of that done, and then we'll frost them later. Not today, but later. And then we'll get some sent off in the mail and some, you know, distributed between the family. We'll be making more of these. This is just the first go around of these. Okay, here is the second Instacart run. I had to get out of that Christmas sweater because it was getting hot, so And now I'm even hotter with the oven on. So now the Italian Christmas cookies are done. Well, not frosted, but they're done. So now I'm gonna get going on the M&M cookies. And then hopefully those, I mean, I went and picked up Jonah from school, my oldest son. So that I might be able to bag up or put in a big bowl so that I can use those big cookie cooling racks for the M&M cookies. So I do need to keep a good eye on them because sometimes they can burn quickly. I did have to change the temperature from 400 down to 375 for the Italian Christmas cookies. Every oven is different, so if you make them, just be aware. So this one is hotter, so I lowered that heat. All right, so I'm gonna get going on the M&M cookies. Okay, this batch is about to go in the oven, and hopefully I could do much better than that batch. I put on 9 minutes like my recipe says, but I might, with this oven, need to start at a much less time. So I'm gonna do 6 minutes and then go from there. Holy cow. They're crispy. So I'm gonna do 6 minutes and then check on them. Oh well. All right, 6 minutes is perfect. Nice and golden the edges. They sit here on the baking sheet for 5 minutes and then you transfer them over to the cooling rack. Okay, cookies are done. The Italian ones need to be frosted, but I am not doing that today. So now I'm working on the friends gifts. So Becky, turn it off now. You've been warned. Like I said, we got these fa la 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 bags, but I didn't buy any Christmas tissue paper because I got this huge bunch I got from Costco here. I think I got it at Costco that I need to use up. So it won't be pretty paper, but so there are the bags. They're so pretty though. All right, I got all of them a everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. This stuff's so good. A little double hot cocoa stirring spoon with marshmallow from Trader Joe's. And then I got them each a hat. Now this is they're from Red Stripe Hats. I'll leave their info below. So what is cool about them, it's a beanie, but they button here. So you can still have like your top bun and stuff, like you could pull your hair through. I haven't played and messed with it, so I could try to show you and make it look pretty, but I really don't. But jump on their site, it's so cute. I met the owner, she's a doll. So like you can, and I have friends with a lot of hair. So like you can make it cute with your hair down. But you can have your pony come through and style it. But you can have your ponytail come through, a big messy bun. There's ways of doing it. I look ridiculous, but there's ways of doing it to make it look super cute. I got them each one. I got these on Black Friday, so I'm excited about this. So I got them each a hat. There's cream, black. One of my friends will look awesome in this color. Gray. A darker gray. So yeah, and keep their heads warm but look super stylish. So go check out on how you style them. They're adorable. So I am just gonna fill these bags. Also, if you guys remember from decorating my house, I got these ornaments from Hobby Lobby that have all the, like there's 5 different carols written out. So I'm gonna put those in their bags as well. So those are going in there. Yay. It's so fun spoiling friends. Love it. Okay, I have a lid for this bowl. I'm gonna put it on. It has all the cookies in it. This container has a lot of the Italian Christmas cookies in it. This bowl has a lid, and I have a lid for this bowl. And those are the M&M cookies. So on another day, I will get this all frosted. Shaylee's gonna help me, and then I can send a package out to my nephew who's on a mission, and we are ready for Christmas. This is Christmas. Everyone
came in after school and was like, can we have some? All right, so I am gonna do the Christmas crack another day. So I know I should have started Christmas cards like a week ago, but it's been bananas. So, so between today, tomorrow, and the next day, I'll get all the Christmas cards out. I'm really trying to do better with Christmas cards because we really have sucked over this. Our years of marriage. We've probably sent out Christmas cards 3 times. This will be our 4th. That's really bad.
We're amazing.
We're amazing. 23 years of marriage, and this will be probably the 4th time we do a Christmas card. So, in the envelopes, last year we did a picture of the family in front of the temple for Callie and Felix for their wedding. It was kind of their announcement because, you know, the whole COVID thing and the wedding just, oh, man. So this year, I wanted to do a picture. So we got these cards. I'm going to put a picture on. I'll show you in a second. These cards are from Walmart. No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes. And these are from Hobby Lobby. I'm like so into the red truck this year, you guys. It's, you see a theme between the wrapping paper and this. Oh my goodness. So in the bag is, in the envelope will be this picture of the family that we took on the beach in North Carolina. And I know you guys haven't seen the kids, but Boston has grown a ton since the summer. He's like a different kid. It's amazing. So, and this is my family for all of you that have not ever seen my family. And my older daughter, Callie, and her husband, Felix. And then our son, Jonah, next to Derek there. He's so tall. And then Boston, our 14-year-old, and Shaylee, our caboose. So this is our family. And that was such a fun day on the beach. That trip to North Carolina was so much fun. So we're going to put those in the envelopes. And so this will take a couple of days for me to get done. But we're getting it done. Okay, friends, I am so excited to show you what I got in the mail today. I was so excited. Tara from Living on a Dime, love her channel. Please go check it out. Her and her husband Mike are amazing. Oh my gosh, they're a wealth of knowledge. Well, they sent me, I knew she was sending me her cookbook, but I was expecting 1 book. She sent me volume 1, volume 2, and gluten-free, dairy-free edition. Oh, they're called Dining on a Dime cookbook. Her recipes are so good. I have some of her cookbooks I've shared with you before. I have them in my cupboard. Love them. Her recipes are so yummy. Thank you. It was such a nice surprise. I called her up and just thanked her in person, and they're such a gem. I got to meet them at Vid Summit in September when I went out to that to learn a little bit more, a conference on YouTube. And I finally got to meet them, and they're great people, you guys. Their food is delicious. Go check them out. I'll leave a link down below. Thank you for this gem. I'm so excited. The quality is amazing. They've been waiting for these cookbooks for months, you guys. They've been stuck in a port. Oh my word. I'm so excited. She signed it for me. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. And she said I could share all the recipes I want with you guys. So I think we'll definitely be doing that. So thank you so much, Tara. I love it. So excited.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this motivated you to get some stuff done for Christmas. I still have wrapping, icing, cookies. There's still so much to do, and I hopefully will take you guys along. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you soon. Bye.